Shout out to Blee Simon, who made my WWE NXT TakeOver Dallas logo, man, and thumbnail. Thank you for that, man. I appreciate it very much. Shout out to you. Ladies and gentlemen, what an awesome, great NXT show we had last night on the NXT TakeOver Dallas, man. So we're going to run down the matches and give you my review and the results of who won the matches. Alfalfa, American Alfalfa versus the Rivals, man. This match was phenomenal. What a good way to start the show, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, American Alfalfa, they're such good performers. They're good in the ring, man. And both of these guys showed their colors last night. People were chanting NXT. This is awesome, okay? And these guys went back and forth. I mean, one guy pinned the other. He kicked out. One guy pinned the Alfalfa guy. He kicked out. I mean, this match was going back and forth, kick out after kick out, kicked out after kick out. I mean, both of these guys did such a good job. They performed good in the ring last night. I was impressed. I enjoyed the match. It was a good way to kick off the show. And American Alfalfa, man, they're such good performers. They're good in the ring. And I had a ball enjoying this match. And what was funny, too, is when the Rivals guys went underneath the ring and tried to grab one of the Alfalfa guys and boom, attack them and go underneath the ring. Like, it was so funny. And these guys did such a good job, and I thought the match was phenomenal. And which was really cool is the American Alfalfas are the new WWE NXT Tag Team Champions, which is good. I think they deserve it. They work so hard. They put so much passion into this, in their wrestling, performing all the time, man. And they deserve it. So I'm happy they won the NXT Tag Team titles. Baron Corbin versus Austin Aries. Man, this match was weak. This match was not good. I was not impressed by the match. And a lot of people on Twitter were not impressed by it. They were not impressed by this match at all. And I strongly agree with you. I thought this match should have been the first match because the match was terrible. And a lot of people say Baron Corbin looked like he was The Undertaker from '97, which by his attire. So then we have Nakamura versus Sami Zayn. Now this, I said on Twitter, man, this was the match of the night. This was the fight I was looking for. These guys went at it like crazy. I saw punches after punches after punches. It's like when you're really beating the crap out of someone when you don't care. I mean, there was punches after punches. And Nakamura was bleeding. But Sami Zayn never gave up, ladies and gentlemen. Sami Zayn put a fight on. And I like this Nakamura guy. First time watching him, and I was amazed. I was drawn in by what this guy can do. He's a good performer. And Nakamura reminds me as a high flyer. He reminds me as a high flyer. What he did last night was phenomenal. I mean, you know when Sami Zayn does that move, I'm like, no, he's not going to do it. It turns into like a DDT where he flies into the turnbuckle. Well, Nakamura blocked it, hit Sami Zayn in the face, and people were chanting, this is awesome. They were chanting, Sami Zayn, Nakamura, this is wrestling, NXT, this is fucking awesome. Like, I was loving it, dude. And when Sami Zayn came out last night, people were humming his music. People were humming Sami Zayn's music, man. This is the match of the year, okay? These guys kept on fighting and fighting. Nakamura was bleeding. His nose was bleeding. I mean, the guy kept on fighting. He never gave up. Sami Zayn tried everything he could to beat Nakamura, and Nakamura did everything he could to beat Sami Zayn. I mean, this match kept going and going and going. And I was so drawn in by this Nakamura guy. I was impressed by him. I think he's money in WWE. I think this guy is money. I really do. By what he did in the ring last night was phenomenal. I mean, his moves are awesome. His finish is awesome. And Sami Zayn put an awesome fight on, man. I liked it. People were loving it. They were enjoying it. I mean, I couldn't believe by the stuff they were doing last night in this show. And Nakamura is from New Japan Pro Wrestling. Phenomenal, man. The guy is good. I was impressed by him, man. I definitely want to buy his merchandise. And Sami Zayn put a fight on, man. And at the end of the match, they shook hands and they hugged, man. But Nakamura, man, it imitates, you know, and taunts his opponents, you know. the way he does this thing, and his music is awesome, man. His passion, there's passion in him. He's passionate about wrestling. I saw it in him when he was wrestling last night. There's passion in this guy. The guy loves, wants to be in the WWE, and he debuted, man. He did a good job. Sami Zayn did great too, man. But it was just awesome, man. What an awesome match that was. Bayley versus Asuka. This match was good, man. I like Bayley. I'm a fan of Bayley. Asuka did good, and I was shocked that she's the new NXT Women's Champion. Now, I don't think she was ready to be champion. No, she hasn't been there that long, you know. But Bayley put a fight up last night. People were saying, this is awesome. This is women wrestling. This is women wrestling. Okay, that was phenomenal, man. People were chanting, this is awesome. Or, this is wrestling. This is wrestling. Like, Bayley and Asuka, man, put one hell of an awesome show on last night. And Asuka did a good job. They were chanting Bayley. They were chanting Asuka. Just phenomenal. And Bayley put a fight on last night, and I loved it. I enjoyed it, man. Then we get to the main event. Asuka is your new NXT champion. I wish her the best luck of her in her future. Finn Balor versus Joe. This match wasn't that good. The match wasn't weak, though. The match wasn't weak. It was a good match. I enjoyed it. I thought they did good. Samoa Joe was bleeding, okay? Samoa Joe was bleeding, okay? And the problem is, the ref had a glove checking his nose and everything. I'm like, come on, man. Stop this, okay? He's bleeding. So what? Let him bleed. It's wrestling. In the Attitude Era, when they were bleeding, you didn't stop the match because they were bleeding. You didn't stop that, okay? And people are saying this is bullshit because it was. It's like, come on, man. Let the match go. The guy's bleeding. I mean, he was like right here, and he was bleeding like really, really bad, gushing blood. And they kept, you know, checking him, right? Like when he was in a turnbuckle, the referees like wiping the stuff off his eye and stuff. Right? And Finn Balor kept going, man. I mean, Samoa Joe did good last night, okay? I mean, Finn Balor put on a fight last night. He kept getting back in that ring. When Finn Balor got out, man, he got back in. He kept on fighting, man. These guys did very good. And, you know, Samoa Joe keeps bleeding, and he's bleeding. And then the refs are still checking Samoa Joe. Finn Balor's like, the ref's like, stop, you know. He's going to the Samoa Joe because he's bleeding bad. And people are saying this is bullshit, you know. I'm like, let them wrestle, man. This is, you know, enough of this PG bull crap. This is NXT. NXT's not PG WWE. And they're checking him. The guys are going around trying to hide and getting the towels and wiping the blood and stuff. And people were pissed off. People were pissed off about this match because of what the ref and all these workers were doing, trying to wipe the blood off. Is like, stop it. You know, I was mad about it. I was pissed off about it because, you know, of that. That's the only thing, you know. So, and the fans were chanting Balor and Samoa Joe. I mean, the show was great, man. You know, I don't know why nobody doesn't think NXT is great, because NXT is great. NXT is awesome. It's better than Raw and SmackDown. And it's a fact. It's a proven fact. NXT is awesome. Until then, guys, let me know what you guys thought about NXT TakeOver Dallas last night. And the match of the night, in my opinion, was Nakamura and Sami Zayn. That was the match of the night, and it was, in my opinion, the match of the year. What do you guys think? Subscribe.